old City of London school for boys, where many of our ex-MPs and Prime Ministers was all educated. And ahead of us we've got 3 bridges. Now nowhere on the Thames will you find 3 bridges built this close together. In fact they often get referred to as the Tunnel of Love on the Thames. So as we go through, turn to a loved one, give them a quick kiss, you'll be granted many years of happiness. Although if you did forget to bring a loved one with you today, you have always got your husband or your wife. If there's any single girls aboard the boat, always more than welcome, come here and give me a quick kiss. Don't just cheer, come here then. And if there's any single men, don't panic, because our barman downstairs, he's very open-minded. Sure he'd love a kiss. And the first one of the 3 was the Blackfriars Road Bridge. The name Blackfriars comes from the Dominican monastery. It used to stand somewhere to our left. Monks, they used to wear a habit of black, hence the name Blackfriars. The red stone columns that have remained to the old St Paul's Railway Bridge had to take the main structure down, it was deemed unsafe. And the last one of the 3 is the Blackfriars Railway Bridge. Recently undergone a lot of work, it's been widened and now has the entire station on top of it. It's the first station to span the River Thames, all at the cost of around £500 million. To our left, our side, dominating the skyline, the magnificent dome of St Paul's Cathedral. It stands 365 feet high, which is easily remembered as a foot for every day of the year. It took 35 years to build. It was completed in 1710, said to be Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. He's also buried in the crypt alongside the Iron Duke, the Duke of Wellington, and Admiral Lord Nelson. On our right-hand side, the building there with the large chimney, that's the old Bankside Power Station. No longer a power station, it now houses the Gallery of Modern Art, the Tate Modern. It's entirely free to enter, but if you've seen modern art, you'll know why it's free. It's all a load of rubbish, isn't it? Not being horrible, it just genuinely is. I had a day off the other week when I had a walk round in there, found things like a pile of empty beer cans, an unmade bed, even a light bulb. It turned on and off. I needn't bother leave my house. I've got all that indoors. I'm still trying to convince me mum it's art, but she won't have none of it. And we're going through the infamous wibbly wobbly walkway. Now you may remember in a millennium year they had a sponsored walk across it. So many people turned up, it rocked and swayed so violently that people were falling over. The ones that didn't, well, they were sick on the ones that did. It was a very messy day. And now we're through the bridge. On the right here we've got a white building with timber frames and a thatched roof. And that's a replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. It's in there, you can see all of Shakespeare's good plays, all acted out in period dress. It makes for a wonderful evening in the summer months of the year. As I say though, it is only a replica. The original was burned down after somebody shot a cannonball through the roof during one of Shakespeare's plays. Now ahead of us now is the Southwark Road Bridge. It's the narrowest and least used bridge to span the River Thames. They say the approach roads are so well hidden in the back streets of London that not many people actually know this bridge exists. You see anyone up there, give them a wave, they're lost. See like for days sometimes, it's terrible. Now look, that bloke directly above us, can you see him on his phone? He's looking for a map. Completely lost, we see him there an hour ago. Now we're through the bridge, the next one ahead of us here, that's the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. Now there's only one interesting thing about this next bridge that I can think to tell you, and that is the fact that this bridge is green. That is it, it's boring. So I'll tell you about a pub instead. The pub on the right here is called the A.K.A. at Bankside. There's been an anchor pub on that site for about 800 years, and it was in one of the old anchors that Shakespeare used to have a changing room when he used to perform at the nearby Rose and Globe Theatres. Now, any of you seen the films The Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley. Well, if you've got a camera with you, you might want to take a picture of the black pirate ship that's coming up on our right. So get your cameras ready, try and get a picture of this boat, because it has absolutely nothing to do with them films. Nothing at all, I just like them, they're good in me. It's actually a replica of Sir Francis Drake's The Golden Hind. Now the original circumnavigated the world once, the replica, she's gone round the world twice. It's done more sea miles than the original. You can also go aboard it for a small charge and learn about what it was like to live and work on a sailing ship during the Elizabethan time. And the bridge ahead of us now, this is the London Bridge. It's the 5th bridge to span the river at this point. The first one was placed here by the Romans. The one before this was a 5-arch bridge, but that was found to be sinking into the river. Did the only thing we could think of with it, and that was to take it down stone by stone, box it up, and then we sold it to the Americans. They bought it for £1 million. It now stands over Lake Havasu in the Arizona desert as a tourist attraction. It was said that they was trying to buy Tower Bridge. It's the next one ahead of us and does often get called London Bridge, but you can just imagine the shock on their faces when they open up them boxes, can't you? And on our left here, through the gap in the buildings, is the monument to the Great Fire of London. Now it stands 202 feet high, and it's approximately 202 feet from where the fire started in a baker shop in Pudding Lane. Anyone is feeling energetic, it's 311 steps to the viewing gallery at the top. And also on our left here, we've got the blue glass building. See that? I have no idea what that building is. None at all, sorry. Someone did come up to me yesterday actually, they told me that building is now a training centre for window cleaners, but don't believe that. If you don't either, it's owned by Northern and Shell, they're a mass media company. The sandy looking building with a golden fish forever bank, that's the old Billingsgate fish market. Fish market there for about 900 years, they've now moved it down to an area in the Docklands. Back on the right hand side here, dominating the skyline, that's the Shard. It's Europe's tallest building, stands over 1,000 feet high. Now it consists of offices, apartments, a 5-star Shangri-La hotel, restaurants, bar. There is an observation deck at the top, but be warned because it's £25 per adult and £19 for kids, aged 4 and upwards, just to go up there. So it is a sky-high price, but as they do give you a sky-high view, it does make it the only thing in London you actually get what you pay for. I'll give you a tip though, go to the bar. There's a bar on the 30th floor, around there. It's actually free to go up to the bar. All you've got to do is pay for your pints. I will warn you that 2 pints normally costs around the same price as a ticket, but it's up to you which way round you do it. I've got HMS Belfast on our right, heaviest of the lightweight cruisers to be built for the Royal Navy. Last fired her guns in anger in the Korean campaign, helped sink the German pocket battleship, the Scharnhorst. She has 9 decks to explore and it makes for a rather nice day out if you're into naval or maritime history at all. I mean, just have a look at the sheer enjoyment of everybody's faces on there, and you'll see just what a wonderful day they're having. It is good on there, we can recommend it, and kids go free as well. Ahead of us is Tower Bridge, opened in 1894. Designed so the 2 centre bascles can be open and raised to allow larger shipping in and out of London. Each one weighs over 1,000 tonnes and can be raised in just 90 seconds. The bridge has only ever failed to operate on one occasion, which was the opening ceremony, and a sailing ship collided with a bridge. It is an iron-built bridge, just being clad in stonework, so it blends in with its neighbour, the Tower of London to our left. The original structure was wooden, but the centre keep, or the Norman keep, was placed there back in 1078 by William the Conqueror. Everything else you see there today was added by reigning monarchs since then. Become a bit of a tradition for each one to add something on. Been a few things in its day, to name a few: a palace, fortress, mint, zoo, observatory. But most famously, I believe, as a place of execution. Along the embankment wall, you'll see the old bricked-up entrance to the Traitors' Gate, and that was known as London's first one-way street. But once you went up there, you'd never return. Your head would get removed from your body by means of a large axe. Now, the bravest man that I know to have gone through the Traitors' Gate is a man called William Wallace. But many of you might better know him as Mel Gibson. Was in that film Braveheart, wasn't it? Well, folks, as we go through Tower Bridge, we leave the city of London. And I've also got a call in over at St Catherine's Pier. We need to pick up a few more people that wish to come with us down to Greenwich. So whatever you do, please do not leave the boat. This is not Greenwich. So I'll put the microphone down while we go alongside, and if you want me to come back, pick the microphone up, I'll do so, but I'll leave it entirely up to you. So thank you all very much for your kind attention so far. Thank you.